Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Now I want to calculate the volume of the watershed. You see, here I get it from the hydraulic arc tool. I get it here. This is the watershed. This is the dim of Najaf, and this is watershed raster. We change to a vector. This is the vector. And I take a clip from this water from this point. So this may be taking this raster. I have here a clip dim added. This is the dim. This is the dim which taking from the original dim of Najaf. This is the dim taking from the original dim of Najaf, subtract by a mask. Subtracting by a mask. Tool, mask from the toolbox, excavation, subtract by a mask, by this way. So I have now a dim of watershed. Dim of watershed. This is the dim of watershed. Oh, and I have also the area, one area, surface area of a watershed. So I open now in arc C to be what is the volume of the water in watershed. This is the area, and this is area, and this dim of watershed. Dim of watershed. You see, now the dim of watershed, I change it. Now it is now with the elevation. I give it elevation, for example 10, apply, okay, and change it its color to be this, okay. Now it is the dim of watershed. So I want this surface being away from it. Now I have a sand. Now I sit here. I want a surface on it. You see, here it is the surface. So maybe I change this surface. Maybe I change this surface of watershed with 10, also 10, for example. For example, point 0.1 apply. So I get an area above, I get an area below this dim. I get an area below this dim. This is the dim of Najaf. I get the area below and this dim. From where I go to 3D data management function surface volume. From the surface volume I bring now the dim of watershed, a dim of watershed, and this is the name, for example volume V1 save. So it is below, it is not above, it is below. So I take below the level, some level. It is between 454 and 161. So I take, for example, 300. For example, 300. The height below 300. What is the water of it? For example, it is the height. Okay. Okay, it's measure now the water, how much the water. It's measure how much the water. So it is by two way. One way can measure below and above. Above the top of the mountain and below the water. So it is finished. So I find it in the surface. I find it in the desktop, all file, desktop, no save, all file. No, maybe I repeated the operation. Okay, I repeated the operation. This is the dim. I must put it on the desktop. This is the desktop V1, save, and this is Gufton below, and this is a 300 elevation. Okay, now repeated the operation, the volume surface. This is the volume surface. I can find it now in the desktop. All file, this is volume. Open. So you see, when I open attribute value, I find how much volume of this water. How much volume of this water. And this, open attribute value, stick few times. So you see it is there below. And can't I change it to 445 or above 30? Giving to us the top of the open. So this is the volume of the water, and this is the area. This is the volume, and this is the area. From this I get the volume of watershed. The volume of this watershed. From the volume of this watershed. Okay. This is the stream. This is the water. Okay. The volume of a watershed. Thank you very much.